On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go on EA Sports. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready, ready. Check 53, Mike. Hey, tight down. There you go. 53, Mike.
Play action, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to, and right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 53, Mike. Check 50. Hey, express.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of
one thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football
at their own 21-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
At the 18-yard line.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
The Dolphins ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with Breida. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a
Yeah,
gain of
once
6.
more, strong running,
And the
excellent
Dolphins'
blocking at the
first
point of
down.
attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
48-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Gurley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On first down, it's Gurley, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Check safety, 21.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Tua now on first down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
34-yard line.
2nd down at 4. Looking to pass. Tua firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit him with something else.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
To Matt Breida.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets it down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And that'll set them back 5. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Tua on 4th down. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, they run with Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
10 at the 21-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jerome Baker.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Tackle made at the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're running with Gurley. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
brought down at his own 6.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Tua. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
28-yard
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Ryan on first down. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mike, 55. Hey, express. Son got man. Check nine. Watch twist. Hey, bye.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Kyle Van Noy on the tackle. That's a gain of 3.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A gain of 5.
A little bit of an unconventional call there.
Yeah, but it worked, and how great was that? That's got to give them a lift in this situation.
A 37-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to throw is Tua. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On play action, here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They run. It's Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Well, now a design run for Ridley. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with time running out. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Well, any thoughts about overtime that ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Prepared to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant with time running out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the 4th quarter to kick that out of bounds, and now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Julio Jones, incomplete. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
55, mark, guys, 55. Bring it. Bring it. Hey, Sal. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine.
Throwing now is Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. 11. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Touchdown. Partner, great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Falcons, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.